Did you know about the time that Magnus Carlsen hung Back Rank Mate? Or even the time that Viswanathan Anand lost a game in 6 moves? Well, today we're having a look at the worst Grandmaster blunders that you've ever seen. Let's jump into it. In Magnus Carlsen's game against Gaganishvili, Magnus made a mistake that would, well, make a lot of beginners feel a lot better about themselves. Alright, so this is a position. Magnus has the white pieces, it's his move, and this position is a complete draw, because black has the threat of both capturing on the e4 and also the back rank make threat. And obviously, Magnus is just going to draw this, right? He's the world champion. No, he plays e5 and allows rook c1, mate. We all make mistakes, so it's alright. This is quite disappointing. It does make me a little bit sad. It's never too late to blunder mate in 1. We're not leaving Magnus alone just yet though, because it would be impossible to make a Grandmaster Blunders video without talking about the time that Magnus lost in 8 moves. Let's roll the clip.
You're really playing the Karagan? No.
All of that happened very fast, so let me explain it from the opponent's perspective. The Karakan, and this is the Tartakal variation with knight f6, takes and takes, bishop d3, bishop d6, and the opponent in this position, to give them credit, plays a very smart move. Well, it's certainly not the best move, but it's a very smart move. The opponent plays queen h5, knowing that Magnus is going to pre-move Castle's kingside in this position, and when Magnus does, queen takes h7 as a mate. So a great job on the opponent's end. This is some gigabrain stuff over here. Very unfortunate for Magnus. As you can see, he was not very pleased about it, but we'll leave Magnus alone for a bit. Let's move on to blunder number 3. Viswanathan Anand is one of the best players of all time, and you certainly expect him to know his openings, right? But in his game against Alonso Zapata, he made a horrible blunder that cost him the game. Let's have a look at it. We're going to have a look at this from the opponent's perspective as well, the white pieces. So Vishy has the black pieces, e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6 is the Petrov, very solid. Knight takes e5, d6, knight f3, knight takes e4, knight e3. And here, the best move, like the theory move, is knight f6. But Anand decides to play bishop f5, which actually loses on the spot. Can you find the move that wins for white? You may pause here if you want. The move is queen e2, well done if you found it. Here Anand actually resigned in view of the fact that after queen e7, knight d5 is a beautiful move, attacking the queen and also this c7 pawn. So the queen drops back and then d3, this knight will be lost. That is a really brutal blunder, but it just happens sometimes, even to the best of us. Viswanathan Anand is an ex-world champion, he's such a great player. And now we're moving on to a game between D. Fritz, a chess engine, and Vladimir Kramnik, an ex-world champion. This endgame was interesting, to say the least. Alright, this is his position. Kramnik has the black pieces and it's his move. And I'm going to give you 3 seconds to try and find the best move in this position. If you said king g8, then you'd be absolutely right. This is a great move that stops the threat of queen h7. But Kramnik played the move queen e3, offering a queen trade and allowed the mate. I don't think Fritz had to use much computing power to figure that one out. But honestly, every time I see one of these Grandmaster blunders, I lose a little bit more of sanity, because it's crazy to think they're really good players. They're insane players. And Anatoly Karpov was the 12th chessboard champion and known for his extremely powerful restrictive play. He has a pretty clean record for blunders except for one game against Sadler. Right, we have a very interesting middle game here. Karpov has the white pieces and Sadler with the black pieces, and here Sadler plays e4. It's a very nice move, sort of expanding in the centre, and Karpov plays rook. I don't understand. Karpov is probably one of the most sensible and constricting prophylactic moves player that there is, and he blunders his queen and then he resigned. And now, let's have a look at a fascinating game between our 2 favourite Grandmasters, XQC,
Cheeto,
and Charlie.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
We're going to view this game from Charlie's perspective because he's my favourite. So far, we've had a Scotch game, and after bishop c5, Grandmaster XQC played the move c3, cementing this knight, and Grandmaster MoistCr1tikal has just played the move queen f6. We have lining something up on the f2 square, and it was in this position that Grandmaster XQC played the fatal mistake of knight takes c6, seemingly just trading off a piece, but this does allow queen takes f2 mate. So extremely well played to Grandmaster MoistCr1tikal on this game. I do believe that this game in fact qualified him for the candidates tournament, so we might see him going up against Magnus soon, and it would be nice to get a fresh new change for our chessboard champion as well.